This is Charlie King, author of The New Rules of Golf Instruction, and more than likely you came here because you just read our chapter on equipment, and equipment's very important that you get a basic equipment evaluation. And I've got Charles McClendon here, our Director of Club Fitting, to tell you about the 4 basics of equipment evaluation.
Thanks, Charlie. We're going to start off by dealing with the concept of lie angle. Now, typically, in order to test lie angle, we'll place a piece of sole tape on several irons within your set. We'll use a lie board and have you hit a series of shots. We want to be very careful not to judge lie angle on just a single shot. So oftentimes I have my players maybe hit 3 to 5 shots. Based on the wear pattern that occurs on the bottom of the club, if it is somewhat in the center of the golf club, the lie angle looks pretty good. If it's too much to the heel, the clubs are too upright and they need to be flattened. If it's too much in the toe, the golf clubs are too flat and they need to be bent more upright. Oftentimes your golf professional or a local retail store or your local club fitter can make those alterations to your existing set. Sometimes those clubs need to be altered past the point where they can be bent, and club replacement is a real opportunity. The next thing we're going to talk about is shaft length. And the best way to test shaft length is with your coach. Typically what we'll do is we'll put a piece of face tape on the front of a club, whether it's a wood or an iron. We'll have a player again hit 3 to 5 shots with each of those golf clubs, and typically what will happen is you'll see an impact pattern emerge. We draw a line on the most extreme toe side of the impact, the most extreme heel side of the impact, and then we kind of find the center of that wear. Now we've defined that as this black line, and the little X that you see there is the center of the golf club. What we have found in our testing is for every 1/4 inch that the average impact is off the exact center of the club requires a 1/2 inch adjustment to the length of the club. So in this case, because most of the impacts are occurring heel-sided, this golf club is potentially 1/2 inch too long for this player. The opposite would be true if that impact were in the toe. The next thing we're going to talk about is shaft flex. Oftentimes, your golf professional, your retailer, your club fitter is going to have a device in their store, their shop, that allows them to collect swing speed. And most of the manufacturers these days basically deal with swing speed for determining whether you need a senior shaft, a regular shaft, a stiff shaft, or some of the other variations. That's the easiest way to get that information, and most of those devices are readily available. The last piece we're going to talk about is really, really critical, and this is grip size. Grip is one of those underestimated things in golf instruction because it's the only thing that really connects you to the golf club. Here in New Rules, when we test people for grip sizing, we take their top hand. So I'm a right-handed golfer. My top hand would be the left hand. I actually take a hand length measurement that deals with the overall length of my hand, and I also get a longest finger measurement. And based on the charts that are downloadable on newrulesgolf.com, that will actually make a recommendation for grip size. As it relates to type and texture, that's really preference driven. So for more information on this, please visit newrulesgolf.com.